dang. It's people out there getting lit. Hey guys, hopefully this glare isn't psychedelic. Right now I'm in the Target parking lot. I just came back from the doctor because I had a sore throat and a little bit of I could feel like post-nasal drip. So it's been going on for like 2 weeks now. Don't worry you guys, I tested like 3 times. I don't have the vid. But I do have bronchitis brought on by too much post-nasal drip. So, I have to pick up some antibiotics from Target. The good news is I feel absolutely fine. Like, I'm not congested. I don't have like a visibly runny nose. I cough like maybe twice. So I'm not miserable. But I did not know that bronchitis was contagious like the first 2 days that you have it. And this is clearly like day 1 or 2 for me. So I wanted to do like a Target inside the dressing room because I want to give you guys more inside the dressing rooms. But then I was like, that would be irresponsible, even though I feel fine, even though I will have on my mask. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait the 2 days. So I'm waiting right now for the pharmacy to tell me if they can fill my prescription. That's the whole reason of me being here. My pharmacy said they would have to order it, and with the holiday being Monday being Memorial Day, that I wouldn't get it till Tuesday. And I'm just not gonna put off taking the antibiotics. Today's like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, like 4 days. Like no, like I could be fine within 4 days. So I called this CVS that's inside the Target, and they're gonna see if they can pull the prescription and if they can fill it. They actually close in 30 minutes. So she said she would call me back, but I decided I would just come over here just in case. I have needed so many things out of Target the past couple of days, and I can't think of any of those things right now. So since I have to go in to pick up the prescription, I was like, oh, you can pick up what you need, but I can't think of anything. So the only thing that I know that I need for certain that I have not picked up is a planner. So I'm gonna go in, wear my mask. I ain't coughed or nothing. I'm gonna get me some sanitizer for the car, like a big one. And just because like I'm not trying to get nobody bronchitis, because in this climate people cough, they think they got the vid. So I'm not trying to have nobody have to have their kid out of school for 2 weeks and all that just because I wanted to shop. So we'll be really careful. We'll grab the planner and then we'll just go sit in the pharmacy area, but I will take you guys in there with me. So let's go. Let's do this. Do I sound different to you guys? Like, I've had bronchitis before, and when I had it before, I was literally like, I felt like I was on my deathbed. Literally, I got bronchitis. They told me it was common for people who smoke cigarettes, and I quit smoking cold turkey. That's how bad my bronchitis was. And that was in, I want to say like 2008. Yeah, it was like 2008. So your girl was not playing. That's how bad the bronchitis was. But this is like, you put too much lemon in your tea, so your voice is a little scratchy kind of thing. But I'm just gonna pray it stay like this until it goes away. But enough of my rambling, and let's go. Oh, these are all children. Good God. Child, they couldn't even do it. So now I gotta rush to the other CVS down the street, but they do have a drive-through. So my doctor was like, have you been taking Robitussin? I said, he only saying that because he know I'm black and we strongly believe in Robitussin. But when he said it, I was like, oh man, I haven't. I've just been winging it. So he was like, yeah, get you some Robitussin. I went to the aisle with the cough syrup, Tussin gone. You hear me? Gone. All they had was some up and up cough and congestion, which I don't even know if that's the right one, because you know how there's like 17 billion different types of Robitussin. I just wanted like the cough one because I don't have any congestion, but I don't even know. You know, like there's expectorant, then there's the one that tells you not to cough, and I don't know. Okay, fastest way. But yeah, they couldn't even do it, and they waited until 10 minutes before closing to tell me they couldn't do it. Well, they could do it, correction, but it would have been $530 because I don't know what's wrong with their system, but the other CVS is like $17. So I was like, whatever, I'll just go to the other CVS. I don't know what that's about. I'm so hungry. And that Target used to have a place called Witch, like Witch Sandwich, and it was like a whole bunch of sandwiches you could pick from, and they even had like veggie ones. Because if you've never, ooh, that glare is horrible. I'll wait till I turn the corner. If you've never had like a crisp veggie sandwich, you have not lived. Like I'm talking like crisp lettuce and tomatoes, and you know, like sometimes it'll be like grilled mushroom in there, all types of stuff. I just wanted like a really fresh deli sandwich, but without the deli meat, if that makes sense. So that was out. That place is gone. I guess it didn't do well. So in real time, the incident in Texas just happened 2 days ago. I want to say 2 days ago. Today is Thursday, and I believe it happened Tuesday. And there's so much new information coming out that it's like, I don't even know what to think, right? I remember when it first happened, they were like, yeah, you know, the police could have done more, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, how do they know that? But then now details are coming out saying that there were police officers on duty who knew that their kids were in the school, and they actually went into the school and got their kids. And it's like, I understand both sides. Like, my boyfriend's gonna have to wait. I'm talking to you guys. I understand both sides. Like, I can see as an officer you being like, I don't care what the watch commander say. I don't care that they have a plan of attack. I'm going and getting my kid. I can see you doing that. I can't. I would. Like, I have a gun. I have a badge. I'm fully about to go up in here and I'm getting my child. I'm not waiting 91 minutes for y'all to get it together. If I get fired, so be it. But to be honest with you, I would have went in with the intent to get my child and to get as many children out as I could, people in general. And if I ran across homeboy, I would have just shot him. Now, you can feel however you want to feel about that, but that's what I would have done. I'm telling you right now, that's what your girl would have done. I would have fully went in with that intent, because man down, whatever. If I got fired, if I end up having to go to court to determine if I use excessive force or ignoring command, that's all fine. I'll do 2-3 years because I didn't follow protocol, but I was able to save multiple lives, stop the shooter, and save my kid. You know, but it's such a hard position to be put in, because imagine you're on duty and you hear them saying, okay, no, we have to wait. We have to call SWAT. We have to do this. We can't enter. We can't do this. And you know your child's in the building. You know, it's like, that's hard. And let's say you go in and you do get your child, and your child is traumatized and crying and needing your attention. Are you going to be like, hey, stand here at the curb, I'll be back, I gotta run it? You know, it's like, I don't want to be so quick to say, oh, they were wrong for grabbing their kids and leave, even though I personally wouldn't have done that. But it's hard to say what you would do in a situation like that. But it's just like, these details keep coming out, like them waiting 91 minutes, the fact that they actually had like armed police officers on the grounds and they grabbed their kids. It's like, I understand protocols and all that, but I don't care what nobody say. They say don't make it about race, but let's be clear. Had that person have been black, they would have busted off in their guns blazing and killed him. They wouldn't have waited for no plan. They wouldn't have waited to see if he was autistic. They wouldn't have waited for nothing. They would have killed him. We've seen it before. And if you think that they wouldn't, you were living in a world that I would love to be in, child, because that just ain't the case. So my whole thing is, I'm sensitive to, you know, mentally disturbed people and things like that. But at the same time, he killed his grandma. He killed them teachers. And then they just said today that the teacher that got killed, they have 4 kids. Her and her husband have 4 kids together. Her husband died today of a heart attack. Like, literally, have you heard of the broken heart syndrome? Like, literally, because his wife was killed in that manner. That man had a heart attack a day later. You know, it's like, now those kids, I think I spit, sorry about that. Now those kids have no parents, nobody. So it's been weighing heavy. I had to get off social media. You know, it was like, it didn't even feel right. Oh, I ain't gonna take this light. It didn't even feel right to like post. It didn't feel right to like post or you know, drop a video. I mean, I wasn't gonna drop a video anyways, but I could have dropped a video. I had the means to drop a video, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I just had to say, like, I'm pretty sure by the time this comes out, even more details would be out, and the information that I have could be inaccurate. It could be, you know, not the full story, and you know, that's very possible. And I'm willing to admit if I'm wrong, but I just know me personally. I don't think that I could have heard. And then they said one officer told the kid, if you need help, scream. The kid screamed and the shooter walked up and killed him. So it's like, with all the training, like, I get, like, maybe you were just trying to be like, hey, if you really need help, like, if you're wounded and you're shot, I'll grab you with my kid and we'll leave, you know. But it shouldn't be a scream if you need help. Everybody in there need help. If you see somebody, just help them, period. So I'm just, that, I don't know how true that is, but it's like, dang, can you imagine that little baby? I ain't gonna even go there, because I don't even want to. I know I don't want to picture it. I know all of y'all don't want to either, but I just say some prayers for the families, the teachers, friends, people who live in that area, because I mean, how you take your baby to school the next day? Not at that particular school, but at any school. And I don't know how it happened in Texas. Like if they were just like, okay, everybody take the rest of the week off. It's, you know, a holiday on Monday, but that is crazy. It is beyond me. Ooh. She going off on her boo. He looked like he is disgusted. He looked like he's so disgusted and fed up with her attitude. She walked like a million miles ahead of him too. So I may as well show y'all what I got from Target. I went ahead and I found a cheaper Zyrtec. This one was $20. And then I got that off-brand Tussin that I told you guys about. I may be aging myself. But what happened to erasable pens? Like, really? What happened to erasable pens? Because I looked and looked and looked and did not see a single erasable pen. So I just got these little smooth, slick Uniball pens. They were like $2. Back in the day, that would have been like $10. Some wet ones. These never stay moist for me. They always dry out. So I'm going to experiment with maybe putting them in the glove compartment instead of the armrest and see if that helps. And then I got these Vapo-Cool. I know they nasty. I know they don't taste good at all, but it's maximum strength, fast relief, soothes sore throat, honey, lemon, chill, and starts working in seconds. And I didn't get any Chloraseptic because Chloraseptic makes me want to throw up. I'm just not a Chloraseptic girl. And then the cool thing about going mid-year for a planner, and again, I'm just late to the boat, is that all of the planners start with July. So right now we're like the last almost week of May, but this particular one, so it's colorful like this, and it's like sectioned off and color coded and stuff, but it includes May and June as a bonus month, even though the calendar actually starts. And then it has like life goals in the front, to-do list. It's really cute. It's a really cute planner, and it's like a hardback, like a book. So I'm going to use this for my personal planning and content planning. I'm putting my personal and content together because they're very much intertwined because I'm a vlogger. So if I'm doing something on a particular day that I think I want to vlog, I need to incorporate where that footage is going in, just better planning overall. So this is going to be my personal planner and content planner. And then at home, I normally get this planner called Passion Planner. It's so nice. It's like leather bound, red. It's really expensive, and it's like thought-provoking and all of that. I had an empty one from like 2 years ago that I never finished. So what I did now is I just scratched out the number date, and I'm using it as my calendar for work, because the type of job that I have, I'm self-managed. Like, there's not anyone that's like, hey, Amber, do this. Like, I have to pretty much organize my day myself, and then periodically they'll just peek in and be like, oh, okay. That's kind of how my job is, to tell you it without saying what it is. Those who know probably already know. But it very much requires a lot of time management on my part, and I've been killing it. Like, we are insanely busy. The busiest I have ever been. I have been in my career field for over 15 years, and I've never seen it be this bad or this busy. But right now I'm maintaining because of my time management. My time management is unparalleled. Like, I'll be in the middle of doing something, really important, but it'll be taking too long. And I used to have a real hard time stopping and going to something else. Now I will shut it down and be like, nope, we're done. We'll come back to this maybe in an hour after we maybe check some voicemails, after maybe we read some emails. But I'm not going to just sit down and be locked and bogged into this if it's not working or if I keep hitting obstacles. I'll maybe send out a couple of emails, a couple of letters, update your status, but I'm bouncing. And with me doing that, I have lowered my stress. My desk is appreciative of it, and I just move on. I don't worry about what I can't finish. I prioritize. I've always done that, but I always felt bad when I couldn't get to everything. Now I'm just like, it's not possible to get to everything. So do what you can do and move on. And using my planner to plan out like really important things that have deadlines that they're not flexible deadlines, knocking those out way early so that I just leave myself more time. But that kind of works in anything that you do in life, in work and business, everything. I take the same approach with my YouTube. That's why I was able to upload consistently Monday and Sunday for like 2 years. And I know I haven't uploaded the past two Wednesdays, but that was by choice. I purposely did that to take a break, to not stress myself out, to not produce content by force, rather produce it when I want to. So yeah, that is a new approach that your girl is taking and is living life over it. Guys, y'all not gonna believe what all that commotion was over. All this hoopla. You go ahead. All that hoopla was because my doctor prescribed me promethazine, which is a cough syrup, and another narcotic cough syrup. Okay? Both, too. I think it was like an accident. And I'm mad because I sat there and fought to get Robitussin. He just told me he was giving me antibiotics. He didn't say nothing about cough. And if he would have told me that he was giving me promethazine, I would have been like, I'm cool. So now I have a second bottle of promethazine because I already have a bottle that I got for something else. And it wasn't like bronchitis, but it was just like a cough. And they just be handing that stuff out. But I'm gonna Google both, and I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna probably take my Tussin, to be honest with you. I'm gonna take my little up and up Robitussin, a little $4, and I shouldn't have even took these prescriptions, but I didn't want to end up needing them and then having to go back out and get them. So CVS probably think I'm a whole crackhead trying to get 2 narcotic cough syrups, okay? The woman was like, I'm gonna give them to you, but just please don't take them at the same time. I'm like, dang, it's people out there getting lit. You gonna take promethazine and something else? Like, child, I wanted to try the purple popper drink from Del Taco. It comes with little clear bobas inside the diet lemonade. Their diet lemonade is a business though. And they ran out of the poppers, but still gave me the drink. I'm like, okay, I wanted the little clear bobas, but whatevs. All right. No.
Or bagels? Or no? Or breads?
So my sister says I have a problem with going to people when they call to me in places, and that has gotten me into trouble in the past.
And you were sitting. All they have to do is call her. She like a kid. You know how you call kids? All you have to do is know their name.
So I'm like stranger danger with the truck with the candy, free candy on the side.
When you was little, it probably was easy to get her to come over.
No. I was looking for some type of sour salt.
For that place, they have peanut butter.
Those look like blackberries. Blackberries, raspberries.
Try to sample while you wait.
Well, what is it?
These are cold pressed raw bars.
Cold press what?
Raw bars.
Oh.
If you're okay with peanut butter, I can have you try either chocolate chips, dried cranberry, or pumpkin seed.
Dried cream. Are they vegan?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even ask you what flavor.
Oh,
my favorite's chocolate chip.
Cranberry. You said
Yeah.
something with cranberry?
Dried cranberry.
Yeah.
Awesome. How about you?
I'm chocolate chip.
My favorite.
Thank you.
A bar in a bag of 12.
Oh, okay.
Last 6 months in the freezer. Room temperature 3.
Oh, 3 months at room temperature. That's pretty good.
Everything's good with it.
Yeah.
If you guys want to place a trash in the drawer.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ooh, had to put it on with my mask. That's good. And you said it only comes in the big,
Or you could do individual bars. We do 1 for 6 or 2 for 10.
I think I'll do a cranberry. Let me see if I have cash.
Okay. And we also do Venmo as well.
Oh, can we do Venmo then?
Yeah, of course. You want to do 1 chocolate chip or 2?
No, I'm sorry, the cranberry.
I'm sorry, cranberry.
The smoothies or yeah. And we also make our own almond milk for our horchata. So you know how usually horchata has a lot of sugar? So
Yeah.
no added sugars in ours, you know? So we're using like dates.
Oh, so it's like keto friendly.
Oh, oops. Not that one. Well, that one.
Oh, okay. Healthy horchata. That does look good.
I'm going to try the carrot, the healthy horchata, and the
I don't know. They're all
super green.
Good.
So can I get the super green?
3 for 22. It's okay, Bailey, though.
And then the horchata, and then the carrot. Okay. You want a carrot one? Do you want one then? So
Yeah, I'm gonna get. Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna try the healthy horchata.
So you want?
Mm-hmm.
You want to get out?
You want to get out?
Anything else?
Can I get another carrot?
Hi guys. So we are back. So I woke up early this morning because my cleaning lady was coming to clean my house at 8 a.m. So I got up and went to the farmer's market. So I showed you guys a little bit. It was so nice. Gosh, my floors are so clean. You can like eat off of them. God. There's nothing like getting your house professionally clean. Anywho, I want to show you guys what I ended up actually picking up. So my sister had found out about this farmer's market, and she said that, I want to say she said it was someone on YouTube who went, and they said that the crack butter that I used to talk about in my other videos, that they were there, and that this vegan cheese place, which sells the best vegan cheese, was actually there too. So I was excited because, you know, I wanted to see what I can get. So they were actually there. I never would have found them because they changed their name. Like this says Spoon Junkie, and the jar looks so different, but it's still named crack butter, and it tastes exactly the same. Same people. It's so good. I think you can order online for them. It is, it's called Or Veganic LLC. So I think their Instagram is Or Veganic, and you may be able to get this shipped to you. I'm not sure, but this is so good. If you want to get your life, add this to some oatmeal, just like a little daub, and it'll melt right in. Oh my gosh, it ups the ante. It's also good for like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, all that kind of stuff. So, and shout out to my sister because she wiped all this stuff down so I don't have to. It's nice to have someone who's like you when it comes to stuff like that. So, and this was, so the vegan cheese place sells like blocks of cheese, right? So like this is Chardonnay cheddar. It is so freaking good. And it's just like a block, right? And then she was out of the, I want to say it's called mustard Gouda. And she was out of it, but she was like, you know what? I have one sample left. But she said that one always sells out. And then there's like a herbal one that she couldn't even give me a sample of because she didn't even have that. And then I got the kale and spinach. They all have so much flavor. And the thing is, where vegan cheese goes wrong, in my opinion, is when they try to mimic another cheese. Like, oh, this is cheddar. Oh, this is sharp. Because it's not going to taste like sharp or cheddar. But when they make their own cheese, it tastes like cheese, but like it could be a different style of cheese. Like, you know how there's brie, there's Gouda, there's provolone. When you make your own thing, it tastes like cheese, but its own type of cheese, if that makes sense. So this kale and sriracha is so good and flavorful. I want to say my favorite is probably the Chardonnay cheddar, but it's so crazy because when I walked up to the booth, no one was there. So I'm standing there waiting, and a couple of people were like, oh, they're not here. Oh, they're not here. And then I'm like, no, I haven't seen anybody. I've been here about 5 minutes. Then I looked in the sign, and it was like, we are officially going to be closing our doors on June 26th. So this one lady walks up, and she's like, how long have you been here? Are they coming? I said, they're coming. I said, but the sign says that they're closing. And she was like, no, they're not closing. They're not closing. It was a black lady. I was like, yeah, that's what the sign says. I said, I've never tried them. Have you? She was like, yeah, I get it all the time. I was like, well, how does it freeze? Like, can we stockpile it? She was like, I don't know. I always just come to the farmer's market and get more when I need it. And so I was talking to the lady who owns the place, or who works with the lady who makes the stuff. And she was just saying that they're closing their doors. They are in a couple of cheese shops, like in Manhattan Beach area. They're at like 6 or 7 farmers markets throughout Los Angeles. But they're stopping everything on June 26th. So I'm literally going to be trying this. Well, I've already tried it. Love it. And they're gone. And they've been in business like 8 years. So for me to find them literally the last month, today's what, like the 30th? For me to find them when they only have 1 month left in business, I was like, you know what? But she was like, but don't worry. She's going to release the recipes on Instagram in a few weeks because she's done. I was like, wow, I guess she's like retiring or something. But she probably could have made buku bucks selling this recipe, the name and everything, to a bigger company, like selling it to like, I don't know, Violife or Daya, whose cheese is terrible. You know, it's like, it's a couple of companies who could have used this, or Migos, because they have that organic cheese, but it don't be like this. So I told my sister I'll probably make myself a cute little vegan charcuterie board and sit with me a little glass of wine. If so, I'll show you guys. But I just want to show you what I got. You guys saw my food. I didn't eat but like 2 bits of it. So I have the rest to put in the fridge, give to my boyfriend, you know. You know how us women do. We don't really be expecting to eat our leftovers like that. Well, at least I don't. Let me put this up so I can keep this house clean. Y'all, I'm just going to be honest with you. I just don't get my house this clean. Like, let me show y'all my floors. Look at my floors. My picture fell. I have to put it back up. You can eat off these freaking floors. This is the outfits of the day. I don't know if you guys remember this dress from Dress Lily, but I've never worn it. It's so cute and flowy and just whimsical. It's just, never wore it. Saw it and was like, girl. The spit shine on my vanity. She gets this so clean. So clean. I'm not turning any lights on. I changed my shower curtain. I don't know if I showed you guys that. But I'm not gonna lie, my house was pretty much clean. It was actually clean, but I kept cleaning my house, but not getting to mopping, not getting to sweeping, not getting to dusting, if that makes sense. Like, by the time I cleaned the whole house, I would be like, okay, I'll mop later this week. I'll dust later this week. And then by the time it was time for me to do it, I would have to clean back the house again. So I was like, you know what? I just spent all last night cleaning the house from top to bottom, throwing out stuff, organizing stuff, and then had her come in today and do the deep cleaning. And it's imperative because my allergies are horrible. So that's it for this video, guys. Oh, crap. Wait a minute. Y'all. No, I can edit on my big computer. Y'all, I left my laptop at my mama's house. I'm so freaking happy I have a MacBook desktop, because I would literally have to go all the way over there right now. I'm so happy because I cannot edit on my phone. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and sip this big boy, sit over at the computer, actually charge my mouse and keyboard because we know it ain't charged, edit these videos, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Love ya. Mean it. Bye. That's how we fall out. That's how we fall out. That's how we fall out. That's how we fall out.